This is Moray of Yasharal. I have a question for you. Who formed Eve? We'll answer that in this segment. Bereshit, you would say Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7. And Yahuwah Alayam, let's stop for a moment. In this case, this is a collaboration between Yahuwah and the extension of his arm. Who is the extension of his arm? The angels, the watchers, the messengers. So this is how it should read if you understand the idioms. And Yahuwah, through his Alayam, formed man of the dust of the ground. Let's stop for another moment. Is that true? What did the Alayam say? Let us is a pronoun. It's a plural pronoun. It's more than one. Make man in our own image after our likeness, and let him have dominion over all that is created. And Yahuwah Alayam formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, the Ruah, and man became a living soul. Let's begin. Bereshit, chapter 2, verses 18 to 20. 18. And Yahuwah, through his Alayam, said, it's not good that the man, look at the word for man, Adam. Every time you look through the Abarya Hebrew text, you'll see the word for man is Adam. That he should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him, a helper. What is her purpose? To help her husband. What is her resume? She is an extension of Adam's arm. Just like the Alayam are an extension of Yahuwah's arm, the woman, Eve, is an extension of man's arm. 19. And out of the ground, Yahuwah through his Alayam formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air. Stop for a second. Who's missing? Eve. He formed Adam from the dust, the beasts from the dust, the birds from the dust. Eve is not mentioned here. And brought them unto Adam, to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. Where was his reference? Did he have National Geographic? 20. And Adam gave names to all the cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him. The helper was not formed from the ground. Why? 21. And Yahuwah through his Alayam caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. They gave him anesthesia. This is a medical procedure. And he slept. And he took one of his ribs is plural. Look at the word that is used in the Abarya text. Matzalat Yahu. What is that? He took one of the cells. From who? Adam. Where did she come from? Adam. Who created her? Adam. You see, men, we have the ability to be like Yahuwah. We are creators. We create male and female in our loins. Y chromosome equals male. X chromosome equals female. So they took an X chromosome. The woman, look where she came from. Out of Adam. She was not formed from the dust. She was created in the loins of this first man, and closed up the flesh thereof. Sutures, stitches. I told you before, this is a medical procedure. No more mysticism. 22. And the Matzalat Yahu, which Yahuwah through the Aliyam had taken from Adam, made he a woman. Look at her name. Asha. Well, that is her attribute. And brought her unto Adam. Here's the proof. 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones. Stop. What's created in the bone marrow? The blood, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. What is in the blood? The life, the ruah. So inside of Adam, he created in his bone marrow the blood, which he also created the soul and the spirit and the template for the body and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called Asha. Look at the definition of Asha. Woman, because she was taken out of Adam. So every time you see woman, remember what it means. I was taken out of man. Who's your creator? Who are you assigned to serve, to be obedient to follow his commands? Your husband. 24. Therefore shall Adam leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and the word is Ba'ashatu. What does Ba mean? And Ashatu, wife. Okay, so let's read it again with our new understanding. It's going to make a lot of sense. You'll see. Therefore shall a man, Adam, leave his father and his mother, and shall go in Ashatu, his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Does that make sense? See, the word cleave makes you think he's just hugging her. No. You have to go in unto her. And then she's your wife. Do you know what I'm showing you? Biblical marriage. The marriage has to be consummated. The ritual, the ceremony, is for witnesses. But once you go into a virgin, she has become your wife. Do you understand? If you go in unto a virgin, I'm only speaking divine law here. You have to purchase her. You have to pay the fair price to her father. What if she's not a virgin? There is no price to be paid for a woman that is not a virgin. Look for it. So once you go into a virgin, she has become your wife. Well, what if you go into a woman that's not a virgin? Then it's either you're committing two things: fornication or adultery. The enemy of a righteous man is choosing the wrong woman. 25. And they were both naked, Adam and Ashatu, and were not ashamed. They were standing there looking at each other. He was examining her. He said, look at the bubbles on this Ashatu, on the Asha. She is magnificent. And she's looking at him. And she's saying, he's so tall. He's so handsome. He's so strong. He's so brown. Wait a minute, Adam. What's that thing there between your legs? And he said to her, this is my matzalat yahu, dispenser. And he looked at her and he says, where's yours? And she fell down there and she says, I don't have one, but I have a hole here and it's really wet in there. And Adam said, I've seen the elephants do it. I've seen the zebras do it. I saw the lions do it. I saw the goats do it. So he said to her, turn around. And the two became one flesh. And you know what happened after that. Gadwa'ol, the one who deceived Eve, the one who showed men the blows of death, showed up in the garden, jealous as he could be. And he led the Ashatu, the Asha, astray. And you know the story. They ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which they were not supposed to eat of, and were kicked out of the garden. Isn't it amazing that we're always getting kicked out of somewhere? We got kicked out of the garden. We got kicked out of Egypt. Remember, they said, get your stuff and get out of here. What you said? You want what? Give me that chain. Oh, here, you can have it. Just leave. And we got kicked out of the promised land. It won't happen again. When we return, we're not just returning to the promised land, we're returning to the Garden of Eden. The curse will be broken. And we will live the way we were supposed to live from the beginning. Rule the earth under the Messiah, the king that is above all kings, and the landlord. Look at the image here. The Aliyam, see him with the sword there? I don't know why he has pink on, but anyway, he's like, get out. Look at Adam. All right. I got you. I heard what you said. I'm leaving. Look who's leaving first. The serpent is in front of Eve. Then Eve. And Adam is behind his wife. And look who went with him. Man's best friend. The dog. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He will always be there. In like manner, the same way that the man should have reverence for Yahuwah, he must have the same mentality as that dog. Faithful in everything. And also the woman, the Asha, must take on the same attributes of this dog to be faithful to her husband and no one else. Shalom.